This is Henry Frederick of Headline Surfer, and I'm here at the courthouse in DeLand where Ms. Lynn Seaward was challenging her name being kept on the ballot for November elections for Commissioner of Oak Hill against Mr. Jeff Bracey, who qualified. Do you think that the voters will feel any kind of discontent either way this thing goes?
I think if I'm not reinstated on the ballot that many, many voters are going to be very upset.
What about the argument by Mr. Bracey that he followed the letter of the law and you should have too?
I guess I should have, but sometimes there are things that this is not a life or death situation, and extenuating circumstances and events can be changed. And
do you feel like if you should have followed the law, the city clerk should have known the law and advising you whether you could come back or not?
yes,
with the check?
Yes, she should have. She advised me wrongly. She should have known, and she didn't. I didn't know.
Now, she says that she checked with the clerk of the elections office, and they said it was okay, but then later on they said it wasn't okay.
Correct.
So how does that square with you in terms of officialdom?
I'm not going to disparage her one way or the other. She does the best.
Well, no, that's not what I'm asking. No. What I'm asking is, if the city clerk went to the supervisor of elections and they told it was okay, and then later on they said it wasn't okay, what does that mean about the officialdom in terms of interpreting the law?
I don't believe that the supervisor of elections office does anything correctly. They do things on case-by-case basis, and there is no continuity.
So what happens if you're left off? If you're not allowed to have your name on the ballot, or if your name is on the ballot and the votes don't count? What does that tell you about your rights to run for office?
Well, I will continue to go to the city meetings every month as I have done. And Mr. Bracey, who occasionally shows up, in the last year and a half, I've only missed 3 meetings. He's been to maybe 3. And I will continue to go to the meetings, and the next time there's an opportunity to run for an office, I will run again.
Why is it that Oak Hill just can't seem to get anything right? Or is that just a perception?
That's one of the main reasons that I want to run for office, is because they get so much wrong.
Now, Mr. Bracey did make an insinuation that the vice mayor and you were in on this. Somehow he mentioned that she had been at the city hall and that he followed you to the bank.
I don't believe him.
Kind of funny. It's like
I don't believe he was Sherlock Holming me. I would have known if somebody was following me.
Did the vice mayor have any input in any of this?
The vice mayor was there.
That would be Linda Hyatt?
Yes, and she was helping me, and she was helping Danielle, whatever the other girl's name was.
She was helping you with your application?
Yes.
Is that appropriate for her to be doing that?
I believe so.
But she's not the clerk of the...
No, she isn't. But and I know that 4 years ago when some of the candidates ran, that there were people in there helping them fill out their applications. I don't know if it was the vice mayor.
Well, let me be straight about this, clear about this rather. Linda Hyatt is the vice mayor, and she's an elected city commissioner.
Yes.
And she was advising you and helping you on filling out your application?
She wasn't advising me how to fill it out.
But you said she assisted you.
Yes, she did.
So how did she assist you?
Well, the packet of papers that comes with this application is about 3/4 of an inch thick.
Right.
And she went through it and sorted out the pages that needed to be filled out.
Was that in her place to do that?
As my friend, I saw no reason that she should not do that.
But do you see where Mr. Bracey, separate from the issue about whether you should be qualified or not, do you see where Mr. Bracey would be upset about that?
No, I figure Mr. Bracey is a rude, argumentative man, and I don't think it takes much to upset him.
Now, this is politics, as you know, which is typical in small town America, but Mr. Bracey has been abrasive many times in the past with the vice mayor, other elected officials. Obviously, you're running against him because you think you could do a better job.
No, I know I can do a
Okay.
better job.
What does this mean long-term? If the voters don't have a decision in this, and they had a chance to keep you on the ballot, what message does that send to the citizens of Oak Hill?
That business as usual in Oak Hill.